marker. All the Bright Places review, guys. Netflix original. Action! What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. Who bring the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, guys. This is our review of Netflix original movie. First off, before we review this movie, guys, I just want to say Netflix, thank you for letting us to have access to this movie so early on, and I do appreciate y'all supporting everything to it. So let's get right to it. I mean, all the Bright Places. Now, before we get right into this movie, we do want to shed some light because a lot of people have read the book of this movie. We did not read the book, so we're letting you know, but we did skim notes it. We did the Spark Notes for it. They still have that. The Spark
so we
notes,
read
yeah.
like a general synopsis of the book, just to kind of get an idea of like how far different this would be, if it's the same, pretty similar. Yeah, so, but we have not read the book.
Yeah, we have not read the book. Yeah, we do apologize on that. Now, our reviews, it has changed just a small tidbit because there's a lot of pieces now that we skimmed pretty much the Spark Notes version of it. We skimmed pretty much the book. There is a lot of key points right now, guys. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but there's a lot of key points that are not in the movie that are in the book. And it really affects this movie to the max, I would think, right? I think it affects it so much. It really, I think this movie, we would have seen a different movie if y'all would have put pretty much the key points that they took out. If y'all would have put that in the movie Netflix, I mean, that would have been a really great success, I would think, when it comes down to a movie such of this stature and such like a drama like this drama and romance.
Yeah, well, I mean, I liked how it kind of shed light on like mental illness in a way that, you know, we typically don't see.
And suicide awareness as well.
Yeah, suicide awareness. Yeah. But I think my initial reaction is very, I don't want to say sugar-coated, but we just kind of like scratch the surface. Like it
is a little bit of sugar-coated, I could say that.
We get a sense of what these youths are going through, these teens. It's particularly Finch, what he's going through with his undiagnosed, I think, bipolar disorder. Yeah. But we don't really see too much. We see a little bit of his highs and lows. You kind of get a sense that, you know, he's going through something. On, yeah. But they don't really focus too much. They don't go. I'm gonna finish it for you. They don't really explain. We complete each other's sentences. They don't really go into a sense to where like they go focused in on his actual mental health issues or any concerns really, because you get a sense that there's something's going on with him, but we don't get a full in-depth like camera vision or even details, plot details, anything of any sorts in there. All we know is that at school they call him a freak, but I'm just like, okay, I don't get it. It didn't seem right with me. It didn't seem well off. I just feel like the writing went the screenplay kind of felt very not there, not creativity, not even a chemistry development. Because I mean, let's be honest, why would we get into this movie? It you know, you would think the opening scene would be, you know, really great and everything, and it's just like forced. It just, everything feels forced, unnatural. I mean, not to say this is all, you know, that has nothing to do with the actors, the lead actors, Justice Smith or anything. It just has everything to do behind the scenes, the direction of this movie. I feel like there was no director in this movie whatsoever. I mean, but going back into the Justice Smith issue, what were you saying about that as well? I mean, like I said, I wanted to know more of his character. I mean, right off the bat, you kind of feel for the guy. Like you want to understand what's going on, and you kind of want to help him. Like you want him to, like when he goes through his lows, you want to figure out what's going on. You want to help him.
We want to know more, and we don't see that.
And so I know, again, the story unfolds the way it does. Yeah. But I think I would have liked to see more of him and his issues.
And the runtime for this movie is an hour and 47 minutes. So it's, I mean, I'll be honest, they had a lot of time to, I feel like there could have been scenes where I could have taken out and put that, you know, in that scenario or in that go more in depth on him as a character, because we really don't get a sense of it at all. Like he's just
But the argument could be made that he's not the main character. Like he's not the focus. Yeah. It is Elle Fanning's character. Yeah. She is the main person, the focal point. I think I read that the book is told by like narratives from both of them.
Yeah.
So, but
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah.
So I think she's like the main focus.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can understand why
yeah.
we may not be able to see too much of Finch's character. We get like a little bit scratch the surface, but me personally, I would have liked to see him more. I was more interested in his character.
Yes, me too.
Than Violet's character.
Same here with me. And here's the thing. I felt like there was a weak script. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. And let's be honest though, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, we saw the trailer for it, and real quick, Netflix brings up the trailers now. Well, you could change that setting, by the way. But we saw a little trailer of it, and I was just like, okay. And the first thing we thought, the one thing I thought, I was all like, hey, it's not really a typical love story. And you said, oh, it was a typical love story before watching this, and it's funny too, because you were so against watching it. I was like, I ain't gonna watch it. It's another love story.
I'm very like, Ryan's very particular about comedies. I am very particular about romance, love stories, or anything like that. I just think they're so cheesy and so fake.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't happen like that in real life. And plus the plot's always the same. Like, they meet, they fall in love, have an argument.
This one was different, though.
Question their relationship, and then everything's fine. They make up, right?
I think this one's different, though.
This one is different, and I gotta say I appreciate that. It was more on friendship and healing.
Exactly. Independence. Finding yourself, figuring out who you are.
Growing past hardships.
And see, here's my main concern about this movie is that I didn't feel any... I didn't feel any chemistry. Let me rephrase. I didn't feel any chemistry towards Amanda and Finch really until like the end of the movie. Like, I didn't feel any...
Violet?
Violet. I'm sorry. Violet and who was it? Violet and Finch. Yeah, I didn't feel any connection between both of them. And I just, until the very end of the movie, whenever, the climax of the movie and everything, I was just like, now we're seeing something. Now we're finally seeing something casual. It doesn't feel forced. And I just don't know what it was. It could have been just, I don't know, just the writing, the in-depthness, the way their chemistry was flowing throughout the whole movie. It just wasn't strong enough for me to actually, climax.
I gotta say, I agree with you at some point, but I really liked Justice Smith as Finch. I really liked him. I did not care for Elle Fanning, though, as Violet. I mean, she's an okay actress in my mind. It's just a personal thing. I'm sorry if I am offending people right now. But I really like Justice Smith's take on Finch.
I'll say a poor setup, no strong plot, I would say, when it comes down to the movie. Now that we got into the movie part, the book part, there's so many key points, and it's probably going to frustrate you book readers out there, because I know a lot of people read this book.
I think that's just in general with any book that's made into a film adaptation.
It's just missed so much.
Yeah. Well, because you have to realize you have to cram so many hundreds of pages in a hour and a half, 2 hour movie. You can't have everything.
And this surprises me too, because the actual author of the book was in charge of writing this movie. So I'm just like, I guess you could say she okayed it, but I'm just like, what? I felt like so much was missing place in this movie. I think if we would have gotten the parts that we read in Spark Notes, if that was in the movie, we would have got so much more in depth on character development, because there was no character development. I was none. I was ashamed of that, because it's such a strong story on paper. Like I said, this movie would have sounded great, probably a good on script. Maybe they were reading it and it sounded good, but when they executed it, when it came onto camera, I didn't like it one bit. I'm sorry. And then again, guys, everyone's going to enjoy it, though. Everyone's going to enjoy it your own way. If you do enjoy it, that's awesome. We did not, but we did enjoy it. We did not enjoy it because of just the way the whole movie as overall, but we did enjoy Justice Smith acting, and
I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it, but I appreciated it. I appreciated the message it was trying to come across, the awareness it was trying to bring, the light it was trying to shed on how relationships can affect anybody. I appreciate it, but I did not enjoy the execution of the film. I guess it could have been better.
Justice Smith, I'll say, shows us a good emotional sense, which I love, because it happens in the climax of this movie, which I really, that's what I wanted more of. I wanted more of that. Put more of that in the movie. You guys will know what we're talking about if you haven't seen this movie yet, but be sure to check it out on Netflix. Everyone has a Netflix account, so be sure to check it out, guys, if you get a chance. But I mean, we do not recommend this movie. I would say if you're an author if you're a fan of the book, check it out. We do recommend it, but if you are not, I do not recommend this movie.
I mean, there are so many better movies and documentaries and content on Netflix. Yeah. I wouldn't say you need to check this out right now, but if you are curious, you'd like to, maybe you read the book and you're kind of curious how the movie turned out. Or you are a fan of like teen almost romance dramas. Yeah, sure, why not? But
and I'm a fan of chick flicks.
I don't like chick flicks. I personally would not recommend it. But if you are curious, definitely check it out. We're not going to stop you.
Oh yeah, please check it out, guys. Every film's a work of art. Again, I'll say great message, terrible execution. I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah, not enough to carry the emotions during the end speech. At the very end speech, of course, that happens in the book as well. That I saw in the book real quick. So it was poorly executed, and not to say that it was the lead actress's fault. I really think it wasn't. It was just you build up on this, right? You build up on this. Two characters, you're supposed to fall in love with them. That's the whole point of this story. You fall in love with each of the characters, or you have some relationship. The audience is what I'm talking about, moviegoers. So us that we watch this movie, we want to connect somehow, some way, and just be in this movie with them, go on with the story of a lifetime with them. And yet I just felt like it wasn't enough emotions, it wasn't enough character development, it wasn't enough chemistry between the characters, and there was not enough to where we really cared in depth about them as much as I wanted to. I'll be honest, I really wanted to like this movie. Watching the trailer, I really wanted to like this movie. I did. I
gotta say, I cared about Finch's character. Yeah. And I feel like that was unfair. Well, no, I feel like that was unfair because the way it was set up, you're supposed to fall in love with both characters. You want the best out of both of them. But I feel like how I cared about the characters, the two, Violet and Finch, I cared more about Finch's character than Violet. I did Violet, yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it was a little unproportionate. Yeah. But that was unfortunate.
All right. So, was this the film that we deserved? I'm going to say no.
I would say anything that brings awareness to mental health and suicide, I would say definitely. Yeah. I would have liked it to be better. But again, I appreciate the message it's going through. But
by the way, guys, we do want to share awareness, guys. You are not alone on this, so be sure whether you seek out religion or counseling, please do, guys. Anyone that has ever had a suicide thought, please seek out counseling or religion or however it means. Remember, you're not on this alone, guys. We're with you. Anyone else is out there with you. We're happy thoughts. All right, so ratings, let's go. Ratings, 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. What are you gonna give it?
I will give it a 3 because, and that's only because I really did enjoy Justice Smith's performance and everything.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm sorry, I have to give it a 2.
I'm mean.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna have to give it a 2. I apologize once again, guys, but it is because if we would have got the book, if you would have gone follow the exact, I mean, it doesn't happen, of course, we've seen it so many times, Harry Potter books, we've seen it so many times where it's not exactly like the book, but it's not every day you get the book as good as the movie, or the movie as, equal, I could say, but going in depth on it, I was just like, I really wished he would have gotten so many scenes from the book and put into the movie, because it really would have helped this movie, would have helped shed some light on both characters and to fully understand the situation, because we did not get the full situation.
I feel like Finch's character would have developed a lot more if I
think we would have cared more too on both ends.
Yeah.
Not just Finch's character. I think we would have cared for both of them more.
That's true. Yeah. But I mean, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. Alamo City Movie Talk. Do you recommend this movie? I'm gonna say no.
I would say if you're curious. Me personally, I wouldn't, see it again. But if you're curious about it and you like the drama and the
romance,
teen romance,
give it a shot.
Sure.
We give every movie a shot, guys. Whether we liked it or not, but put all the comments down below. Maybe you really did enjoy this movie.
Please put tell us why.
Yeah, tell us why. Put all the comments down below. Or maybe you think it was terrible and the book is awesome. Put it down in the comments down below, guys.
Or tell us what you noticed was different.
Yeah, please tell us, because again, we did not read the book. We apologize. We did not read the book whatsoever. But yeah, all right, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Kylie Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our review, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day, and thank you for making us a part of it. Catch you later. Happy thoughts.